maybe I'll just write a show and then create it and make it work, you know. Why did I just do that? Hi, my name's Sophia. I'm 21 and I'm an aspiring performer. So you can't tell by looking at me, but I cannot walk. So yeah. If you cannot tell, this is one of my crutches. This is what I use to walk at all times because I cannot walk without them. So yeah, basically I've had this long-term hip problem. It's affected me for about the last 8 years. I've had several surgeries during that time. I'll do another video going into all the details and talking loads about my disability and how it affects me, and yeah. But yeah, it's been a rough time. I'm in constant pain, so yeah. Ever since I was little, I've wanted to be a musical theatre performer. I've loved musicals since as long as I can remember. I've wanted to be in them all my life. I've danced since I was 3. I've done singing, I've done acting, and my goal was to train in musical theatre and then go and be in musicals. Obviously, you know, try and be in musicals. I'm not just gonna walk out into the world and be like, no, I'm in every show. But then, obviously, when my hip problem first came along, I was like, oh, well, this puts a spanner in the works. So yeah, I was a bit like, I don't know what's gonna go on here. But after my first surgery, I was like, oh, okay, you know, I had some time where they thought maybe that might work long term and I'd be okay. Spoiler alert, it didn't. And so I kind of waited to be fixed to go back to my dreams and living my dreams the way I'd always hoped to. Unfortunately, as you can tell, because this YouTube channel is all about me becoming a disabled musical theatre performer, I must still be disabled, which I am, and I've spent my life either waiting to be fixed and to be fully able-bodied and pursue my dreams in the way that I always imagined I would, or giving up on my dreams whatsoever. What I struggled to do was give up on my dreams because that's something I've always wanted. It's all I've ever known. I quite frankly can't really think of many other things that I could do in my life because it's all I've ever thought about. So basically, yeah, I gave up. Well, I thought about giving up, and I never really thought about what I could do with what I am, marketing myself as I am and accepting that I need the crutches to walk, and going with that, because there is no reason to me why that I can't be a musical theatre performer with crutches, because in a lot of musicals the cast and the characters are representing a cross-section of society, and in society there are disabled people, as we all know. So why shouldn't in a show there be a disabled person or several disabled people, in the same way that you might have someone with brown hair and someone with blonde hair, because that's what society looks like. Society is very diverse, and I think there's no reason for that not to be represented on the stage. Unfortunately, it's not very well represented in the arts industry currently. If you know me, you know I'm musical obsessed and I've seen lots of shows, but I haven't seen many shows that feature disabled people. And yes, there are a few, and there are disabled performers out there who are doing amazing things, and that's incredible, but you don't often see it. And for the amount of disabled people that exist, I don't see why there isn't more representation in the industry, because we exist, we're here, hello, there's lots of talented disabled people. Why are they not on the stage? So yeah, I'm extremely lucky with what I have. I can move a lot with the crutches. I have a lot of mobility left, and some of that definitely comes from the years of training I did as a dancer before everything went wrong, and the flexibility I had from there, and I worked hard on that before things went wrong, so I've maintained some of that, and I'm lucky enough that that doesn't cause any more pain than my general pain. So I can still do some of that, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with my subscribers, if there are any, who really knows. But I'm really looking forward to sharing some videos and some clips of what I can do, and show that there are things I can do, so you can't be like, oh well, you can't dance so you can't be in this show, because I can dance, yes, maybe not in the way you'd expect, but I can do lots of things with the crutches, and there are ways, you know, you can dance sitting down, you don't have to be stood up, and there's lots of opportunities, I think, for people who can't necessarily do everything that might be set in a show at the moment. But for example, some shows, you know, if it's set in a classroom, there are chairs in a classroom, there's no reason why you can't have someone sat down doing the choreography. Or if it's set outside in society, well, if someone's in a wheelchair in society, they're in a wheelchair in society, they don't get up to walk just to fit in with society. So if you're doing a dance number out on the streets, if there's a disabled person there, there's no reason they can't do that sat down in their wheelchair. I don't see the reason for that not to be possible. That's just a little bit about me and why I started a YouTube channel, because I want to share my journey and, you know, kind of document my hopefully very successful route into the musical theatre industry as a disabled person. Maybe not, maybe it will work, I don't know. So I really want to thank a couple of my friends, Natasha, Beth and Bryony. It is entirely their fault that I've started a YouTube channel and bought a camera and make it happen, because they encouraged me, and therefore here I am, sat filming a YouTube video less than a week later. So yeah, I really want to thank them for encouraging me to share my story and giving me sort of the oomph that I needed to... I mean, I'd thought about it, but I thought, oh god, no one's going to want to watch that. They gave me the incentive to get going and to do it, because it's something that is interesting, and also, I mean, I'm not going to go out there and say I'm an inspiring person, but with YouTube, the videos can end up anywhere, and there's a chance that someone who didn't think they could have to even think about having a career in the arts because of their disability or because of something that's holding them back, if they watch a video and see that actually I'm giving it a go, maybe that will inspire them to give it a go too. So yeah, big dreams. Thanks for watching, thanks for making it to the end. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff that you do to a YouTube channel, and you know, turn on the notifications if you want to know when I post my next video, and you can follow my social media, the links are all in the description below. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.